Oh boy. Alright, so how's it going, guys? My name is Kay Anagonio, and I am going to be telling you some actionable tips as freelancers for things that you could be doing right now during the coronavirus outbreak. Things that will keep you busy, things that will keep you entertained, things that will keep your mind working, and things that will basically keep your mind off of what's going on outside, because we all have to stay inside now and work from home. So I figured I could make this video. I've also made a blog post. If you go to justtheletterk.com/blog, the first blog on there is tips for freelancers during the COVID-19 outbreak. Go check out that blog post. I'm going to be mentioning some things from that blog post. But if you want to read more, you can definitely go head over there. A link will be down in the description. There's also an eye in the sky that you can click on that will take you there directly. But let's get into these actionable tips. My first tip for you is to actually make your bed every morning. And I know you've heard this a million times, but it's really important. So let's go. So the first thing I recommend that you do is make your bed every morning. This is something that, goes back to that Navy SEAL that said, make your bed every morning. But I mean, I think it's super important that we keep our space clean, especially if you're working from home like I do. My desk is literally 3 feet away from my bed, so making my bed is super important. So let's just go ahead and do that, and try not to disturb the cat. You know what I'm saying? Now that the bed is made, you can get dressed, you can put on actual clothing. Don't wear your sweatpants for 2 weeks straight. If you're in work mode, be in work mode. So I've got jeans on right now, jeans and a t-shirt and a hat. So I mean, I'm good to go, that's all I need. But let's get back to some actionable tips for you guys other than making your bed. So now that I'm back here at my desk and we are inside, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. But if you guys want to get this mask, I'll put a link down in the description for you. It's got charcoal on the inside, which is pretty cool. And I've worn this during my travels during this outbreak. I actually went to Vegas. I went to the United Arab Emirates as well about a month ago, and I am not sick. I don't have symptoms, so I'm pretty good. So this mask did a pretty good job, I think. But then again, they're saying that the masks don't actually help. But I mean, better safe than sorry. I'm actually, one second. So I'm actually in the middle of reading The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason, and there was a quote in there that I read last night that is super pertinent and super relevant to what's going on right now, and that was, better a little caution than a great regret. So it's better that we're cautious during this time than undercautious and we get sick. There have been people in their 20s that have been getting infected, so I mean, anybody and everybody is has the potential to get this virus. Which is why it's so crazy. But The Richest Man in Babylon is a financial book, and if you are, financially struggling, or if you want to get your finances in order, I'm actually reading books every single month with my father about financial success, about how to get your expenses in order, about how to get your money together. So I'm going to actually link a couple of these books down in the description for you guys. Now is a great time to get your finances in order because you have all this time, so you can actually read a book, like read an actual book during this time. There are a couple that I'm reading currently. I just finished Your Money or Your Life. This is the second book I'm reading, and then the next book I'm reading is actually The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. You might know who Dave Ramsey is, but I'm excited to read this book next. I'm super excited. I'm sure he's going to be talking about credit card debt, which I don't really have because I, didn't pay student loans. I went to a trade school, things like that. But so one of my tips for you is to get your money in order during this time. Now these tips are more geared towards photographers and filmmakers because that's what I do full-time as a freelancer. I also have a podcast called Project Freelance, and if you guys want more tips from different people, I actually just did an episode about the COVID-19 virus and how it's affecting different industries, and I got some actionable tips from other creators and other people in different industries, from the film industry to the adult film industry to theater performers, musicians, photographers, videographers, a director, a producer. So there's all different kinds of people that I've actually talked to on this episode. It's actually out now. It came out this morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, as my episodes do every single week. So if you guys want to check out that podcast, again, I will link down in the description, and there's an eye in the sky if you want to watch it here on YouTube. That would be another tip, is to start listening to podcasts. Or if you want to make a podcast, you can actually start your podcast right now. And if you need audio software to record on, I highly recommend Reaper. They are giving free Reaper licenses out until, I believe, May. So if you guys want to try Reaper for free, you can get the full license for free right now. I will put a link in the description to that for you guys. And I'm also going to put Timecodes down in the description so you can jump around in this video and listen to whatever part you think is necessary. So, like I said, money is important, but try picking up some remote online work. And I highly recommend Upwork.com. I've been on Upwork for the past 5 years. I've been getting about 30 to 40% of my work every month from Upwork. Video editing, video production, music videos. There's all kinds of different things on Upwork. Not only for video, but there's also audio, there's also copywriting, translating, virtual assisting. There's so many different things on Upwork that you can do as a remote online worker. So if you guys are looking to jump into remote online work, or if you need some video editing jobs or some photography jobs, there's a lot of like Amazon products that need to be photographed, and people go through Upwork to hire photographers. So that's a great place to go, Upwork.com. I'll put a link down in the description for you. And I also get a lot of repeat customers through Upwork. So yeah, I think it's a great site. I've been on it since before it was Upwork. It used to be called Elance, and then they got bought and they changed it to Upwork. But it's a great platform. I love it. My next tip for you is to maximize your revenue streams, and you can do this in many different ways. These are just a few examples. Like I said, I'm a photographer, so for me, maximizing my revenue stream was to actually sell stock photography. So if you're anything like me, you probably have thousands and thousands of photos on all of your hard drives. You can actually upload that footage and those photos to stock sites like Adobe Stock, Video Blocks, Pond5, Shutterstock. Black Box is a new one, but Black Box is being overrun with new accounts, so don't be surprised if you don't sell too much on Black Box right now. But those are just a few options for places you can sell your stock photography and video work. So definitely get on that. There's also Envato, which is another site. I'll put links to all these down in the description. Don't worry, you don't have to memorize all this stuff, but those are just a few places you can sell stock photography. Like I said, you can start a podcast right now. And then the next thing I have for you is you can start an e-course, an online learning course. If you want to teach photography, if you want to teach videography, if you want to teach English, if you want to teach a trade, you can actually do this through Udemy or Teachable, or there's a bunch of different websites where you can actually upload your courses, your online courses. So if you have been sitting on a bunch of information and knowledge and you want to make some extra money, you can actually teach your knowledge to people through Teachable or Udemy or any of those other places. And then some other freelance sites for you guys, aside from Upwork, by the way. There's also Mandy.com, there's Staff Me Up, there's Guru.com, there's Dronebase if you're a drone pilot. I'm a certified drone pilot, so Dronebase. I haven't seen any work on Dronebase yet, but hopefully it's coming soon. And then my next tip for you is to work on your social media presence. During this time, everybody's on their phones, everybody's on social media, everyone's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So if you're not on those platforms, especially TikTok, if you're not on TikTok yet, I highly recommend you create a TikTok, get on the platform. I can make an entire separate video about TikTok. I had a video hit 1.4 million views on TikTok. So I definitely saw a surge of interaction. I have like 86,000 followers on my TikTok. So if you guys are interested in a video about TikTok and how I grew on there, let me know down in the comments below. I'll actually be doing like a little online course about it, and I already did like a live interview, so I'm gonna see if I can get that interview to put on YouTube actually, to help you guys grow your TikTok accounts. Yeah, definitely grow your social media right now, create new content, repurpose old content. I'm actually working on a video from a watch company that I filmed a video for. I have some behind the scenes footage that I never uploaded, so I'm actually, right after I finish recording this, I'm going to film a little intro to that, edit it together, upload it on YouTube, and you'll have already seen it, but I'm just filming these out of order. So if you want to check that out, you can go back and go into my channel and you can check out the video that came out before this one, and watch a little behind the scenes content from back in the day a couple years ago. But yeah, repurposing old content, going through your archives, going through your hard drives, and uploading that content to socials right now is really, really important to keep your audience engaged and distracted, honestly. We are here to entertain. We are here to not only entertain, but we're here to share our work with people, share our art with people, and it's a great way to, build your portfolio up. So yeah, definitely work on your social media presence. My next tip for you is to create a photography book during this time. You probably, like I said, have thousands of photos on your hard drive. I actually created a book called No Tracers, an Urban Explorer's Diary, and it is full of photos and stories from abandoned places that I've explored. Whenever I'm not freelancing, I actually explore abandoned places. It's a huge passion of mine. Been into a couple haunted places, been into some sketchy places, so I decided to sit down last year, and I took about 6 months to create this book, and it's available now if you guys want a copy of it. Again, the links are down in the description. There's an eye in the sky. If you want to support me during this time, you can pick up a copy of this book, or you can head over to darkroom.tech, just the letter k.darkroom.tech, and you can pick up a photo print. I've got some exclusive photos up there that I think would look great hung up on your walls. For example, you can see some of my photography up here on my wall. I didn't do the astronaut in the middle, but everything else was a photo that I took. The one on the far right at the bottom, this one for Gifts from Despair was actually album art cover. So I've got a lot of different stuff up there. So if you guys are interested in supporting my art, definitely check out my Darkroom account. I just created it, and so there's some exclusive photos up there that I think you guys will like a lot. But yeah, definitely look into creating a photography book. And if you want more information about how I did this, you can DM me on Instagram at @kanagonio, and I'll walk you through what I did. But basically, I went with InDesign, and I got a template, and I changed the template to meet my desires. So InDesign is great for creating photography books. So that's a huge thing that you could be doing right now, is creating your own photography book, and then you can then sell them on Amazon. You can sell them to a publisher and maybe get your book in Target. There's another urban explorer photographer named Seth Lawless who is really big on selling his books. That's where he makes most of his money, is through selling his books about abandoned places. So I am definitely following in his footsteps for sure. The next thing you can do is join a photography contest. So this is something that, will take your time to curate the photos, but you can join Gurushots, you can join Viewbug. Like I said, links are down in the description. And you can join these photography contests, and you can win prizes, money, you can win gear, like camera gear, cameras, drones, all kinds of stuff. So join Gurushots, especially. That's the one I prefer using. I've been on it for years. It is a monthly subscription to be a part of it. That's how they can afford to give away the gear. But it's a really cool platform, and I have loved using it, and I'm now a guru, so I can host my own contests. So perhaps I'll host a contest here shortly, so be sure to follow me on Gurushots. I'll put a link in the description for you. My next tip for you is to reach out to past clients when this starts to die down. See how they're doing, see what they're up to, see if they need your services as a video editor during this time, and let them know that when this all blows over, you would like to work with them again as a photographer or a videographer or a drone pilot or whatever it is you do. You might do something different as far as freelancing goes, but reach out to your past clients, see how they're doing, see if this is affecting them, show some empathy, and tell them that you look forward to hearing from them and that you hope to work with them again in the future. Other than that, I think it's important that we stay as calm as possible, because there's not a whole lot we can do at this current time. We're still pretty new to this. Some people are saying within 10 days we're going to look like Italy, how Italy is looking, and they're all self-quarantined. Everything is shut, and that's what we're starting to see here. Jobs are closing, companies are closing, people are going bankrupt. Like, this is a crazy time right now. The economy's tanking, but you know what? We will recover. The stocks will recover. Everyone will recover, and we'll be better off after this. But right now it's just a crazy, crazy time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by leaving a thumbs up. And if you guys need any more information or some advice, check out my podcast, Project Freelance. And if you need further advice, you can actually book a Skype call with me during this time. I'll put a link in the description, just the letter k.com. We can talk about whatever it is you need to talk about, music, freelancing, mental health, like whatever it is you need to get some advice on, or if you need some more information, or if you're just looking for resources, I can help you out with that. Book a Skype call with me, justletterk.com/booking. Check it out. Links are below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay strong, keep enduring, go out and go create something. Or stay inside. Right now you should stay inside and create something. So stay strong, keep enduring, stay inside, and create something.